Hi, I'm Kay Mosier-McDivitt. I'm a technical assistant specialist with the Center for Capacity Building with the Alliance. The second part of session one is really focused on the review of the organization's current materials and current practice, and to identify what they need to do to align with the goals for the Learning Collaborative, as well as to then eventually establish their own benchmarks of what they want to accomplish during the next 120 days or between the time of the first meeting and the second meeting, and set those goals. So the suggestion would be that you have your facility set up in rounds. And if you have the space and can set up a round for each organization to sit at, that can really be helpful, because as you go into the second part of the day, when you're doing the organizational work, each team then can have sort of their own space where they can spread out. We've asked them, again, to bring all their materials with them. They should be having a laptop with them. They should have their pre-work materials with them. They should have their copies of their policies and procedures, job descriptions, eligibility standards, and housing barrier assessment. Any materials that they use to operate their program, they should have with them. And by having rounds where they can sit together, they can spread those materials out. So during the second session then, while the first part of the day you're mixing the groups up and having them work together on some overarching goals, the second part of the day then is really starting to focus just on the work that each individual organization is going to need to do. And each of them will be setting their own goals. They'll be doing their own work. Again, they're going to be at all different levels in terms of where their policies and procedures are in alignment with best practice and what kinds of materials they have with them that they need to work on. The other thing that you want to make sure they do is have plenty of tools to make the work easy for them. So this is the time that you're going to be using your flip charts, and we suggest that you would have a flip chart that each organization can use, because if they want to post this stuff on the walls, they can do that. If they need a visual, highlighters, markers, pens, post-it notes, those types of things that can really help them go through their materials and take a look at them. So again, based on the best practice review, this is a time when teams are going to take time to look at their materials. They're going to start identifying the changes they need to make within their program, and they're going to be setting targets to move ahead. There are 5 activities that we do during the afternoon that lead up to the final activity of the day. And I want to review each of those activities with you so you have some clear direction on each activity.